Today we will make a quick concept art painting using a couple of images from Google search. We will turn a daylight shot of the couple-port in Amersfoort to a nighttime concept art with an epic castle in the background. I used an image from Google, which is not a good idea if you work for a client or a company, but this is a personal work, so I was like, it's probably okay. It's a daylight shot, so it's really bright, but you saw me using a blue layer set to multiply. I have it on top of all the other layers. Every now and then I turn it off at this point to work on the other layers. But it makes it a lot darker and it makes it a lot bluer, so that helps changing it to a nighttime shot. For this image I'm actually using quite a lot of time to establish the shot and using some different photos as well for the castle in the background. Normally I don't take this long, but I think it was a good practice to work a little bit more on the composition. Overall it turned out quite nicely. It's still quite rough around the edges at the end, but it was more meant for a quick rough concept sketch than a really fully fledged out painting, and in the end I think it turned out pretty nice. So here you see me blocking in the castle with elements from a different gate building, and adding some more lighting, some more fog, and making the image more dark overall. Putting in a cloud or a sky with some clouds, and I'm actually using a fair bit of dark blue layers set to various layer settings. I used some soft light, some multiply, stuff like that, just to change the mood from the image from a bright daylight scene to more darker nighttime scene. So and then here I'm just cleaning up those edges from the little towers there. So yeah, overall it was quite a lot of fun. I used different techniques. I used some photo bashing and some painting on top. So yeah, I like to experiment with different techniques. I used this a little bit in the past, but usually I just use photos as a way to get some inspiration by using different layer settings and find some interesting shapes there, or as a color palette, and a lot less for the actual subject matter, sort of the photo bashing kind. But I'm starting to do that more and more, and I'm actually enjoying it quite a lot. It's a lot of fun. It makes sometimes the work a lot easier, but I think I need to make sure that I don't fall in the trap that I let the images dictate the painting, which is a trap that I'm still falling into. So it's probably going to take me some time to actually get used to that, and taking a little bit more time with the paintings is probably a good idea as well. This one was quite rushed because I had to finish it for the video, so it was quite a little bit of time. I think I did it in a little bit over an hour overall, so it was quite rushed in the end, but I think for the time that it took, it turned out quite okay. So now we go to the fun part, which is actually the painting part. We did the blocking in, and now we're just gonna grab different brushes and see what works. I don't want to change too much about the scene, but I want to get rid of the sort of the photograph quality to it. So sometimes you see me skip ahead a little bit. Sometimes I forgot actually to push the record button. I'm sorry for that. But yeah, now we are actually starting to paint. It's a lot of fun, but also in the beginning I was a little bit scared. I didn't really know exactly what I wanted. I wanted a couple of guards in the gate building there. But it took a while for it to click. So I started with some minor details, some highlights or some lighter areas on the castle and stuff like that. And then I thought, you know what, let's change that crest on the top of the gate. In the end, it kind of looks the same, but I hand painted it, so I feel better about it. Just add some minor details, and at some point I decide to change the house on the right. I'm not sure if I recorded that. The result is, of course, in the recording. Add some sort of gate, some iron gate, and a guard on top of the gate building. And then I thought maybe I need a flag, but then I thought I will do it in the end. Here you see me changing the house up a little bit, make it a little bit more medieval looking. I thought about putting flags on it in the end, but I forgot, so the so the end result doesn't have a flag. But oh well, it's okay, I guess. So yeah, from now on it's mainly just painting, adding some more atmosphere, some textures here and there. Textures from the brushes, not from actual images. So yeah, there's not too much to tell anymore. At some point I add lights. You will see that shortly. I forgot to record that bit where I added the lights, but I still fiddle with the lights a little bit when I record. So yeah, the clouds, I thought they need some work. I struggled quite a bit with them, but I didn't really know what to do, and I ended up deleting stuff, re-adding stuff. In the end, I have a sort of a generic sky with a big puffy cloud. Maybe it's too much for the darkness of the image, and I think I left the castle quite rough where the cloud is. So in hindsight, I probably should have tidied up that a little bit more. But oh well, there's gonna be some more fog on the castle, so it's not that obvious. Adding some more highlights to make it a little bit, to pop it a little bit more. Here you see me adding the lights. Well, I added the lights, and I was like, oh crap, I forgot to record that. But oh well, I add some more. I didn't want to overdo it, but in the end, maybe there could have been a couple of more. I decided to do this one as well, make it quite bright because it's sort of facing the camera. In the end, it could have been a couple of more, maybe some braziers on the wall or something, to have some more bounce light here and there on the towers, the nice orange glow. I think it really contrasts nicely with the blue. So yeah, and from now on it's just touching it up, detailing, adding some more fog and stuff. And that's probably basically it. So sit back and relax and enjoy the last 2.5 minutes or something of the video. And if you like the content, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next one. Bye.